Hello and welcome to Tavern Chat. So, if you're watching at home, you see something on your screen, I'm doing a screen share. Uh, if you're listening at home, I'll explain to you exactly what you're seeing. It's not the best size of the graphic. Um, but what it says, and this pops up when you're going to make a payment and you got to choose your payment method on Kickstarter. It says rewards aren't guaranteed. And then if you wish to pledge, you must check a box that says the following: I understand that receipt of my reward is not guaranteed. Creators are solely responsible for project claims and reward fulfillment. And Kickstarter doesn't investigate creators' abilities to complete their projects. Learn more about accountability. And then you can pledge. Now, let's you know, let's be honest, this was pretty much Kickstarter's shtick, uh, or this was what Kickstarter had been offering or doing for ages, right? This has been their excuse. We're not responsible for rewards. We're just a middleman, right? We're just a platform taking our easy share of the gold. So, what does that mean? Well, what it means is somebody somewhere must have gotten the Kickstarter gods a little nervous. Why do I say that? Because Kickstarter's been around for how many years now? You never had this acknowledgement box. Sure, you could go to the facts, you could go to the terms of service, you could read about it, you could hear people like me saying, hey, Kickstarter doesn't give a shit. You know, they're not responsible for you getting your stuff. Complain to them all you want. Nothing's going to happen. Now, you have to click a box acknowledging that you know that this is a policy. Again, that means that somewhere along the line they blinked. Now, you wouldn't want to have this policy out in the open or shoved in somebody's face under normal circumstance, right? Because, all right, I'm going to back for, I don't know, a $500 widget. I think this widget looks awesome. I love the concept. And I'm excited to have my widget in 9 months because that's what the date says. Let me go back. Whoa, what's this? Rewards aren't guaranteed. So you're telling me that $500 I'm going to be putting on a widget is not necessarily going to happen? Oh, how does that work? Exactly. Exactly. Which is why, although it's been their policy right from the start, you never got to see their policy. It was not in your face. It's only in your face because it's to their advantage right now. And that means somewhere along the line, some court, some lawyer, some complainant got them to blink. It's a beautiful thing. Don't get me wrong. I am a huge Kickstarter fan. I have backed way, way too many Kickstarters in my time. And if I may be so bold, I'll actually, I'm a super backer. Okay. So that just means that uh, I have wasted way too much money on stuff. I've currently got two projects that I'm currently backing. One is Mythic Table, one is Endless Encounters Dungeons. Okay. Other than that, though, I got 472 successful pledges. But what does a successful pledge mean on Kickstarter? Doesn't mean that I got my what I backed for, right? A successful pledge includes City State of the Invincible Overlord, right? That ain't ever going to happen. A successfully funded Kickstarter includes the one for the leather jacket that I ordered, and apparently it was an ongoing scam that they've done, I think, also on Indiegogo too, using some of the same photos. So I fell victim to that one. Or a universal USB charger deal that when they shipped it, they apparently shipped it to no address in my zip code. So, and I couldn't claim it, and it was all my fault. So these were all successful Kickstarters, right? They all took in money. That's what successful Kickstarter means. So, what am I trying to tell you? I'm trying to tell you, do your due diligence. All right. Kickstarter is a great platform, and it allows companies, large and small, to produce stuff they probably couldn't otherwise. All right. I think it's a great platform. I back Kickstarters more frequently than I probably ever fucking should. However, I do my due diligence and I occasionally still get screwed. I've gotten better at my due diligence over the last couple of years, and I don't back nearly as much as I used to. But doing your due diligence is your responsibility as a Kickstarter consumer. So what does that mean? It means that if you know the creator, if the publisher, they have a track history, it's generally a safe bet. When it's somebody with no track history looking to take in lots of dollars, and lots of dollars is subjective to lots of dollars, meaning lots of money. It could be somebody with no track record looking to raise $10,000 on an RPG book. It could be somebody looking to raise $100,000 to put out a cooler with a radio built in and a charger for your laptop. If it looks too good, it might be. It might be that they plan on delivering, but they did a bad job with the math, and they might not be able to deliver. It might have a great project. Myth and Magic. These books were sitting, they might still be sitting in somebody's fucking living room, but the vast majority never going out. Why? Because the inability to get something out on time meant that shipping costs skyrocketed and it wasn't budgeted for, and therefore it became a monetary losing proposition to mail this shit out. And Kickstarter's telling you, you got no recourse with them. Kickstarter, the worst Kickstarter is going to do, somebody fucks up, takes your money, and doesn't give you shit, is tell them, you can't run another project until you get this out. All right, well, maybe we took $100,000. Goodbye, fuck you. And there are people in this industry, all right, and I'll probably have to do an episode on this. People in this industry, I'll expose it, not just Ken Whitman, okay? It's not just Gareth, Mr. Far West in the Wind. There are other people who are still producing material. I guess Guardians of Order. That's when it needs its own. I got to do more research. But Guardians of Order went bankrupt, but now the primary who shed all responsibilities has got another Kickstarter that just is bringing in, how did the youth say it? Buku dollars. So, folks, Kickstarter's a great tool. I use it as a consumer. I guess if you look at my numbers, probably almost weekly for years. But Kickstarter themselves, they're telling you, we want your money. We want that percentage of the sale. Remember, you are backing an idea. These are rewards. It's not a pre-order. All right? They should probably spell that out too. But they want it in your face now because it means somebody somewhere either got a good court decision or they're afraid it's going to get a good court decision. So this click box and that statement is them being afraid. All right. There are legal, there's got to be legal reasons. I'd love for a lawyer to chime in. But yeah, you don't, because that box alone is going to make people, and there are those out there, I hear them in my audience all the time, I don't trust Kickstarter. You don't need to. I don't like the companies use it. Well, I understand why they use it. It makes a lot of sense for companies to use it. Frog Eye Games, Goodman Games, companies of that size, Steve Jackson Games, because it allows you to order the number of the product that you actually need with an overage for later sales. It allows you to not be stuck with a warehouse full of shit that isn't selling. It allows you to estimate your audience size very well, and it's an advertising platform. It's great. If they did if they did fulfillment for you, it'd be all in, right? But this statement is going to lose people that were normally on the fence. People that were a little like oh, I don't know. All right, I guess I really like this. I'll go. Now people are going to read it and they're going to go, shit. So they didn't do this willingly. They didn't do this because they wanted to. They did this because they felt they had to. Okay, nobody does anything for your benefit at a company the size of Kickstarter unless, because again, it's going to lose them. Who knows? Maybe Kickstarter sales are going to be 2 or 3% lower than they would have been without this ClickBox, right? Not huge, but with the numbers they're doing, that's huge. That could be a vice president of Kickstarter's salary, right? It could have paid Luke's salary, but they fired him anyway. So, resigned. I'm sure it was resign or be fired, but in any case, it's going to be an interesting topic for Talking Crit on Wednesday. All right, folks, listen. We are still in the midst of COVID. I went to my orthopedist today. I have stenosis in my shoulder. Under normal circumstances, he's like, I'd send you to physical therapy, but we'll reevaluate in September. Why? Physical therapy is open. He's like, you shouldn't be going to physical therapy with a mask on. I'm fully vaccinated, but physical therapy, it's indoors. You need a mask. So, again, I'm fully vaccinated. If the opportunity presents itself to you to get vaccinated, you have a decision to make. You have to make that decision based upon your own common sense, your own knowledge of your situation. All right. I'm not a medical professional. I'm not telling you what to do. Aside from use your common sense. Be safe, be well, God bless. Roll those dice. And yes. Talking Crit special guest, 8 p.m. at special North Texas RPG Con guest joining myself and Bad Mike. Subscribe to the channel. It does wonders. We're hoping to get 500 before North Texas, and that's in a month. So get her on, get her done. Like it. All right, folks. Be good. Laters.